This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let us start. So during the last class, we were discussing regarding the various types of business processes. Okay, so we were able to discuss almost some 8 business processes. Like one of the business processes, procurement of the materials for the stock purpose, then subcontracting process, consignment process, then stock transfer orders, pipeline procurement, service procurement, then returnable transport packaging, and the third party sales. So these are the some of the business processes which we were able to discuss. Okay, then what next? So the next activity is we were able to discuss the procure to pay cycle, right? So now if you want to perform all these business processes into SAP, if you want to map these business processes into SAP, as a consultant, we need to do 4 activities. Okay, so activity number one is we need to create various types of configurations. So there is one thing known as a configuration. So what is configuration? What type of configuration I need to perform as a part of SAP materials management, so that I will be able to map these business processes into the SAP software. So there are various types of configurations. I think one is organizational structure. So the first and foremost configuration I need to perform is organizational structure. We need to define the organizational structure. Then so many other configurations are there, like pricing, price determination process, and you have a release process. Like that, there are so many configurations which are there. So the first and foremost activities, we need to do the configurations like organizational structure. Then based upon the organizational structure, we need to define master data. So we have various types of master data in SAP MM, like material master, then vendor master, then service master, then you have purchase info records, okay, then condition records, then we have source list and quota arrangement. So these are the some of the master data which we need to create as a part of SAP materials management. So once you defined the master data, then what is the next activity? The next activity is the transactional data. Transactional data. So what data that will be coming into a transactional? There is various types of transactional data like purchase requisitions creation. Purchase requisitions creation is one of the transactional data. Then purchase orders, order creation, then goods receipt process, So like that, these are the some of the examples of the transactional data. Then you have the reporting. Okay, so there are various types of reports which we are going to create based upon the transactional data and master data and the organizational structure. So some of the reports are open purchase requisitions report, then open purchase orders report, means it will give you a list of purchase orders which are open purchase orders report, then open contracts report, and inventory valuation report. Like this, these are the some of the reports that are available in the SAP materials management. Okay, then what next? What is the, so as the activity number, we are going to do the organizational structure configuration. So every project will have every project, let us say if you go for any of the SAP implementation project, there will be various modules involved, not only MM. You will be working as a MM consultant, but apart from the MM consultant, there will be a finance consultant will be there, sales and distribution, production planning, quality management, so many consultants will be there. It is a entire package. In the organization, there will be various departments, right? So as a part of your project, you are going to implement all the modules. So every module will have their own organizational elements. So the organizational structure of a company starts with the finance related organizational elements. Means it is like a family tree where our grandfather and grandmother will be there at the header level. Below, our father, mother will be coming. Then we people will be coming, then our children. So it is like a hierarchy. In the same way, in SAP also there will be a hierarchy. Means the first and foremost module which is having the header level is the, in the hierarchy at the highest level is the finance module. Then you will have the controlling. Then after controlling there will be a materials management, sales and distribution, warehouse management, like that. There will be various modules that are coming afterwards. So in the organizational structure, the first and foremost organizational elements are finance related organizational elements. So I will take one of the example for your understanding purpose so that we will be able to see how a organizational structure will be defined, right? So first you need to define the organizational elements. Once you define the organizational elements, we need to get into the SAP system and configure those organizational elements. So I will take one of the company or the group company as an example, and I will try to define the organizational elements first. Okay, so let me take Tata Group as an example. So Tata Group is a, in SAP terminology, if I say group, that is nothing but a company. Tata Group is nothing but a company. So the first and foremost organizational element in SAP finance is the company. Company is the first and foremost organizational element in finance. We as a MM consultant, we need to mostly concentrate on SAP MM related organizational elements, not on finance, sales and distribution, etc. But for your better understanding purpose, I am trying to give you the overview over here. Okay, so Tata Group is a company. In SAP, it is a company. The organizational element for the group company is company. In SAP, every organizational element or the data which you are creating, you should identify with some unique identification number. Like if you go to the bank, you will be identified with the bank account number, right? Not by your name, etc. So in the same way, in SAP also, if I say Tata Group will be identified with one unique identification number. that particular number only I will be using while doing the transactions. So company is nothing but a 4-character alphanumeric coding. So I can give TC01 or TZ01, Tata Group 01 is the coding which I defined for the company. So if when I let me show it to you. So let me go to the SAP system. India 1, 2, 3. See, I am trying to create a purchase order ME21N. So here, see, there is some organizational elements, right? There is some organizational elements. See, purchase organization. I am not writing over here anything known as Tata Group. Instead, I am simply giving the coding. IN47 is the code which I have given for the purchase organization. Also the company code also I will be giving as a code only here. I am not specifying anything over here, Tata, etc. So every organizational element, you need to define one coding and configure those codings in the SAP system. Okay, let me now go to the, then what is the next organizational element in SAP FI? The next organizational element, within the company group, there are multiple company codes, nothing but lines of business. Let us say one company code is Tata Motors Private Limited. Tata Motors Private Limited. So this is the second level of organizational element in SAP FI. So Tata Motors Private Limited, I will be identifying with one alphanumeric 4-character coding that is known as TM01 or TL01, let us say TL01. And the second, there will be multiple company codes, right? Under one company, there can be a multiple lines of business, and every line of business I will be defining as a one company code altogether. So it is TL02, and it is, let us say, Tata Steel Private Limited. So Tata is having so many businesses, right? So every line of business I will be defining as a one of the company code. So under company, there will be multiple company codes. So this is company code 1. And this is company code 2. And this, there will be one more company code. So that is, I can say, TL03, which is nothing but a Tata Projects or Tata Airlines Private Limited, anything. Tata Projects. So many things are there. Tata Projects Private Limited. It is a company code number 3. Okay, so in the hierarchy, this is the first level of hierarchy, company. Within the company, there is a company codes, right? So I will make the relationship between the company to and company code. So how I will do that? So this is the company. So the company code number 1 is Tata Motors Private Limited. Then I can make the relationship over here. Then I can make the relationship over here as a Tata Projects Private Limited. Okay, so I will be identifying with TL01 and TL02 and TL03. So apart from this, we also have other organizational elements in FI. What are those organizational elements? So we have various organizational elements. As the consultant, it will be good if you are able to keep these things in your mind, but not fully. Why? Because these are the FI related organizational elements. In the real-time projects, FI consultant will be creating them. So you need not to worry, but for your better understanding purpose, I am trying to explain it to you. quickly. So I will go to the SPRO transaction code, SAP reference implementation guide, enterprise structure, then definition. Okay, financial accounting. See, company is the first and foremost organizational element, which we defined as the Tata Group. Then you have the credit control area. So credit control area is the one of the organizational element in FI. So I will be giving the credit control area coding as a one credit control area can be used for multiple company codes. For Tata Steel, Tata Projects, or Tata Motors, I can assign only one credit control area. So what is credit control area? These things are not required for you as a MM consultant. As a MM consultant, you need to concentrate on MM organizational element that we are going to discuss soon. So credit control area is a 4-character alphanumeric coding. So I can give the coding as a credit control area 9. You can also give like this also 000, no problem. Okay, but I am trying to give CCA1 credit control area 1. Then what is the next organizational element? Next organizational element is company code. So we have already defined 3 company codes over here. Then what is the next organizational element? The next organizational element is business area. I will select, I will define it over here as a BU01 is a business area. Then functional area. Functional area, I am going to define it as a FU01. Then consolidation business area. So just select consolidation business area is the CB01. Then financial management area is FM01. So FM01. I am defining my own coding here, but if you are in the real-time projects, you need to discuss with the client, and whatever he wants, accordingly we need to map these things. So then define segment. So SC01 is the segment, and the profit center. I'm going to define the profit center over here. So PC01 is the profit center. Apart from this, there is one more thing known as a chart of accounts. Chart of accounts. Chart of accounts, I am going to define it as a CH10. So these are the FI related organizational elements. In the real-time projects, FI consultant will be doing on it. You need not to worry. As a MM consultant, they will create and they will tell you these and all the organizational elements which I have created. So if you want to use them, you can use them. So this will be created by finance consultants. Okay, then what are the other organizational elements in the hierarchy? The next level of organizational elements in the hierarchy are the controlling organizational elements. Controlling module, right? We have one more module known as a controlling. So controlling module related organizational elements. These things will be created by the controlling consultants. Okay, so controlling consultant will be creating these organizational elements. What are the controlling related organizational elements? Okay, so the controlling related organizational elements are credit maintain controlling area. Controlling area is one of the organizational element. In the controlling module, so controlling area coding, I will be defining one controlling area for one company code. So I have 3 company codes, TL01, TL02 and TL03, and the controlling area code is almost equal to the company code coding. Controlling area is nothing but a company code. So I will define one controlling area for one company code. So TL01 and TL02 and TL03. These are the controlling areas. The controlling area coding should be always equals to the company code coding. Okay, then what is the next organizational element? Create cost centers. Cost center is nothing but every department in a company. I am going to create a cost center in terms of controlling module. What is the use of the cost center? Why I am creating every department as a cost center? Because I want to say what are the cost that is being incurred into that particular department on each and every month or quarterly basis or yearly basis, so that I will be able to see the returns on that particular cost center based upon the production or the activities that are being happened. So create cost center. So every department I will be creating as a one cost center. Let us say I can give 1000 for the HRD department as a cost center and 1001 as a some paint shop. Every department, right? Every department I will be defining as a one of the cost center. If you have 1000 department, you need to define 1000 cost centers for that particular plant. Then what is the next organizational element? Operating concern. So I will be defining operating concern as one of the operating concern. So I will put OP01 is the operating concern that I am trying to create for the controlling module. These elements will be created by the controlling consultant in the real-time projects. You need not to worry as a consultant. They will create and they will let you know the elements that are being created. You just need to use them. Okay, so the next organizational elements in the hierarchy is SAP materials management related organizational elements. Okay, so I will go to the SAP related organizational elements. So what is the first and foremost organizational element in SAP So the first and foremost organizational element in SAP is plant or the manufacturing location. So let us take, I will take Tata Motors Private Limited as a company code. Within the company code, there can be a 3 manufacturing plants or the locations. One of the manufacturing plant is a Tata Motors Pune manufacturing plant. In SAP terminology, we will be calling the location where the production activities are taken place is a plant. So Tata Motors Private Limited company has 3 manufacturing locations. One is Tata Motors Pune manufacturing plant or the manufacturing location, and Tata Motors Mumbai manufacturing plant. And Tata Motors Bangalore manufacturing plant. So the plant is a SAP related organizational element. So as a SAP consultant, you need to understand. Is this much early? Hello? Okay, so Tata Motors Pune plant, Mumbai plant, and the Bangalore plant. So I need to define the coding for the Tata Motors Pune plant. So I will define here as a 4-character alphanumeric plant coding. So that is TP01 and TM01 for the Tata Motors Pune Mumbai manufacturing plant, and the Bangalore plant is TB01. Okay, so these are the codings which I am trying to define for the plant. So here I need to define the assignment, means relationship. So these three plants are belongs to the Tata Motors Private Limited company code. So how I will define? I need to make some relationship over here. So I need to make some relationship so that these plants will be belong to the Tata Motors Private Limited company code. So let me select it over here. So like this, Tata Steel also will be having their own manufacturing locations. Okay, so let me create manufacturing locations under the Tata Steel as well. Okay, so here I have the TS01 as a Tata Steel Pune plant, and TS02 and TS03. So these are Tata Steel Pune manufacturing plant, and this is Tata Steel Mumbai manufacturing plant, and this is Tata Steel Bangalore manufacturing plant. Okay, so let me make the relationship over here. So my system will come to know that these plants will be coming under Tata Steel. Okay, so every company code can have their own manufacturing locations. Okay, again, the Tata projects will have their own manufacturing locations or the plants. That is TP01 is Tata Projects Pune manufacturing plant. Tata Projects Pune manufacturing plant, and Tata Projects TP02, that is Mumbai manufacturing plant. Tata Projects Mumbai manufacturing plant. So I can make the relationship over here so that my system will be able to come to know that this plant belongs to the TP Projects company code, and this belongs to the Mumbai Tata Projects Mumbai plant belongs to the project company code. Okay, so but as a SAP MM consultant, you need to understand thoroughly what is plant. When I say plant, what is the meaning of the plant? How I will define the plant in SAP materials management? So the definition of the plant is a manufacturing location where the production processes are happening, or the procurement activities and the sales and distribution related activities are taken place as a part of your organizational structure. So let me write it down. What is plant? Plant is a manufacturing location. It is a first level of organizational element in SAP MM. It is a manufacturing location where production activities has been taken place. It is the manufacturing location where production has been taken place, and procurement activities / sales activities are happening. So any doubts on understanding the plant? So it is the manufacturing location where the production activities has been taken place and procurement activities / sales activities are happening. If you go to the Tata Motors manufacturing plant, Pune, they are producing Tata Nano, etc. It is one of the manufacturing activity. Also, within the Tata Motors, there will be a raw materials procurement or spare parts material procurement that are required for the production of the car will be happening. Also, whatever may be the cars that you are produced, you are selling those cars also to the customers within that particular plant. So, there are so many activities, production, sales, and the procurement activities are happening in that particular place. Is known as a plant. Okay, one company code can have multiple plants. Like how I defined the plants over here. Tata Motors Pune plant is one plant, Tata Motors Pune, Mumbai plant is one plant, and Tata Motors Bangalore is one plant. Every plant is a 4-character alphanumeric coding. You can define 001 1000 like that also the plant coding. Instead, you can define alphanumeric coding as well, TP01, TP02, and TP03, etc. Any doubts on understanding the plant? Why? Because as a SAP materials management consultant, you need to understand the organizational elements thoroughly. Any doubts in understanding the plant? Okay, if there is no doubts, then it will be fine. We will discuss the next organizational element. What is the next organizational element within SAP materials management? So the next organizational element in SAP materials management is yeah, plant is going to be assigned to the company code, not to the company. So that is what I have shown you, right? So Tata Projects Pune plant, I am going to assign it to the Tata Projects company code. No, plant the functional area, company code, all those things are finance. That's what I have written over here, right? Assignment also you need to do it. We will see how you are going to assign the things when we are doing the configurations. Assignment also you need to do it. We will see how to assign a plant to the company code, company to the company code. We will see when we are discussing the configurations in SAP. Okay, so then what is the next organizational element in SAP MM? The next organizational element in SAP MM is storage location. So what is storage location? Storage location is nothing but a further subdivision of the plant into some small areas where you are storing the materials based upon the physical characteristics of the material. Let us say this is the total area of my plant. Within this total area, I will be allocating some space to store the materials. Within this particular store area, I will again further dividing them into store various products. Let us say in this particular area, I will be storing the raw materials. So I can call this particular location where I am storing the raw materials is a raw material storage location. And this particular area where I am storing the spare parts, I can call it as a spare part material storage location. and this particular place where I am storing the packaging materials, I can call it as a pack material storage location. And this particular area where I am storing, let us say, some trading goods. So I can call it as a trading goods storage location. So this is my total plant. Within the plant, I have again further dividing the plant into some small storage locations where I will be storing the various materials. So this is nothing but a storage location. So then what is the definition of the storage location? Storage location is a second level of organizational element in SAP MM. It is a further division of plant into multiple small areas. Every area you will be allocating to store different materials. Okay, so it is a further subdivision of plant into small locations where materials will be stored right? Any doubts on understanding the storage location? It is the further subdivision of the plant into small locations where materials will be stored. Materials will be stored based upon the physical characteristics of the materials. Like if I am storing a petrol in the company, I need to store the petrol in the underground tanks. So why I am storing them in the underground tanks? Because based upon the physical characteristics of the petrol, if you keep the petrol outside atmosphere, what will happen? It will gets evaporated, or sometimes it will catch the fire. So that is the reason I will be storing the petrol under the underground tanks. So whenever I am creating the storage locations, I need to create the storage location based upon the physical characteristics of the materials as well. So under one plant, there can be a multiple storage locations. Like for the raw materials, one raw material storage location. For the finished materials, one finished material storage location. Pack materials storage location. Like that, there will be various types of storage locations available. Okay, let me go to the plant and I will try to define the storage location and under each and every plant. Okay, we have Tata Motors Mumbai plant. Within the Tata Motors Mumbai plant, I can have multiple storage locations defined. Like for storage location is a 4-character alphanumeric coding. So I can define one coding for the raw material storage location. Let us say raw mat storage location. I think the size needs to be increased over here. Okay, and 0002 is a pack material storage location. So one plant can have multiple storage locations included in it. Then you have 0003 is a spare material storage location, and 0004 is a trading goods storage location. Like that, you will be buying so many materials in the company, right? So based upon the material type, and I can define various types of storage locations. Then semi-finished goods storage location. and 0006 is the finished goods storage location. What happened? Okay, like that, any plant can have their own storage locations. So I need to make the relationship between the plant and the storage location. Let us say this is the relationship. In the same way, Tata Motors Mumbai plant also can have their own storage locations, right? So I need to define the Mumbai plant storage locations over here. I need to make the assignment over here to the Mumbai plant storage locations over here as well. Also for the Bangalore plant also will have its own storage locations included in it. So I will define the Bangalore plant storage locations over here as well. In the same way, the Tata Steel Pune plant, Tata Steel Mumbai, Tata Steel Bangalore also will have their own storage locations. Again, Tata plant, Tata Power Pune plant will have their own storage locations, and Tata Power Mumbai also will have their own storage locations. But I am not going to define them just because of the space constraints. I am keeping them as it is. Any doubts in understanding the storage location? Why? Because storage location is a organizational element. So you need to understand thoroughly. You can keep the storage location, same coding is fine, or if you want to keep the different storage location namings, you can keep it differently. But if you use the same thing also, no problem. Okay. So then what is the next organizational element in SAP MM? So the next organizational element in SAP MM is, it is a third level of organizational element. What is the third level of organizational element in SAP MM? The third level of organizational element in SAP MM is purchasing organization. So purchasing organization is a third level of organizational element in SAP MM. It is a third level of organizational element, level of org element in SAP MM. So, but what is purchase organization? Purchase organization is nothing but a one of the organizational element in SAP MM where the procurement activities are happening. So it is a place where procurement activities are happening. There will be various group of people involved in the procurement activities. If you go to any one of the procurement department, there will be some 15 to 20 different people who will be working in that particular department. What they are doing? They are doing the procurement of various materials. So purchase organization is a third level of organizational element in SAP MM where procurement activities are happening. There are various types of purchase organizations. There are 5 categories of the purchase organizations. What is category number 1 of the purchase organization? Category number 1 of the purchase organization is a central purchase organization. So central purchase organization is also a 4-character alphanumeric coding. So I will be defining as a CL01. CL01 is the coding which I am trying to give it to the central purchase organization. What is central purchase organization? Central purchase organization also one of the procurement department. But what are the roles and responsibilities of the central purchase organization? The roles and responsibilities are, central purchase organization will do the procurement at the group level. So it will do It will do procurement at group level. What is the group level procurement? Yes. When I say group level procurement, it means it will do the procurement for all the company codes that are falling under that particular group. When I say company code, it will do the procurement for all the plants that are falling under all the company codes. So we have 8 plants defined over here. For all the 8 plants, it will do the procurement whenever there is a requirement. So central purchase organization will do the procurement at the group level. That means it will do the procurement for all the plants that are falling under the group. So under this group, we have 8 manufacturing plants like Tata Motors, Pune, Tata Motors Mumbai, and Tata Motors Bangalore, and Tata Steel Pune and Tata Steel Mumbai and Tata Steel Bangalore, and Tata Projects Pune and Tata Projects Mumbai. So it will do the procurement for all the plants that are falling under a group. Nothing but a group level procurement. Then what is the category number 2? Any clarification required in case of the central purchase organization? Are you able to understand what are the roles and responsibilities of the central purchase organization? Hello? Any doubts in understanding the central purchase organization? Okay, so if there is no doubt, then it will be fine. Then what is the category number 2? Category number 2 is the company code specific purchase organization. Company code specific purchase organization. What is company code specific purchase organization? We have 3 company codes, right? We have 3 company codes. TL01, nothing but Tata Motors Private Limited, and TL02, Tata Steel, and TL03 is a Tata Projects. So every company code can have their own purchasing department. That particular purchasing department will only do the procurement specific to that company code. Okay, so it is nothing but a company code specific purchasing department. Company code specific purchase organization, it will do procurement at a company code level. One minute here. It will do the procurement at company code level, right? So when I say company code level, every company code can have one purchasing organization. So let us say TL01 company code, which is nothing but Tata Motors. It will have a purchasing organization specific to its procurement activities. So I can put company code specific company code. I will put CL02. I can give coding as a CL02 for the TL01 company code specific procurement activities. And for the company code TL02, I can have CL03. And for the company code TL03, I can have CL03. Means there will be one purchasing organization or the purchasing department specific to each company code. It will do the procurement. CL02 purchasing department will only look after the TL01 company code. CL03 will only do TL02. CL04, it will only do the procurement for TL03. Means it is specific to a company code. Any doubts in understanding this? Any doubts? Then category number 3. It is the plant specific purchase organization. Plant specific purchase organization. Plant specific purchase organization will do the procurement specific to a plant. It will do procurement at plant level. So we have 8 plants, right? Every plant will have their own purchasing department. So if you go to any one of the company, there will be one purchasing department at the head office. That is nothing but a central purchasing department. So what they will do? They will do the procurement for all the plants. Plant specific means if you go to any one of the manufacturing location, there also people will be sitting in the procurement department. They will do the plant level procurement. So we have 8 plants. Every plant can have their own purchasing department like TP01, TM01 and TB01, right? These are the TP01. TP01 is one plant. TM01 is one plant and TB01 is one plant. And TS01 is one plant. TS02 is the and TS03 is the another plant. Then TP01 and TP02. So every plant can have their own purchasing department like CL05, which will do the procurement only for the TP01, CL06 and CL07, it will do the procurement for TP01 and CL08 and CL09 and CL10 and CL11 and CL12. CL12 will only do the procurement for TP02 plant and CL11 will only do the procurement for TP01 plant. So it is a specific to the plant, nothing but a plant specific purchasing organization. So I will make the assignment CL05 to TP01 and CL06 to TM01, then CL07 to TP01 and CL08 to TS01, etc. So like this the assignment will be happening over here. Then what is the category? Any clarification in understanding the plant specific purchase organization? Any doubts? Okay. So then Category number 4. Category number 4 is a reference purchase organization. No. Standard purchase organization. Okay, so standard purchase organization, we will see it on tomorrow's class. No, actually tomorrow I have a company meeting from 8 to 1 o'clock. So tomorrow I am not going to take the class. Saturday I will take. So tomorrow, no class for tomorrow. Why? Because I have a company long call from 7:30 to 1 o'clock. 5 hours meeting is there. So I am going to attend that particular meeting. So tomorrow there will not be any class. We can continue on Saturday. If required, I can take Sunday also. Okay. So we can continue tomorrow. If you have any doubts, please let me know. As a SAP MM consultant, you need to understand the SAP MM related organizational elements thoroughly, like plant, storage location, and purchasing organization, and the purchasing group, etc. So we will discuss in detail the further standard purchase organization definition, etc. in the next class. Saturday will be there. Breaking, losing memories. No. Why you will lose? Videos also we are sharing, right? Then how you are losing the memory? No. Some people will ask, they want to practice. They will ask, sir, please give me 2 days gap so that we will practice and we will do. If continuously happening, then I myself, I can tell you, I can take 4 hours class, but will you able to understand or not? SAP is a complex software. If you go to the system and if you are trying to do the configurations, etc., then you will feel how complex it is. So you require little bit of time. If I am continuously explaining, but you are not at all practicing, just listening, nothing will work. You need to practice. Okay, so tomorrow I have a class, I have a meeting, so that is the reason we can continue on Saturday. Okay, so thanks for joining the call. Bye bye. See you on Saturday.